But I would say, how credible is this guy? I mean, I just don't know. What I do know is that, the Trump camp took him and all their documents to a house in Virginia and had a Wall Street Journal reporter, somebody, at a very credible newspaper, our own parent company. And that reporter then not only listened to him, but went through all the documents and came to a conclusion that Joe Biden did nothing wrong. No money changed hands to the Bidens. And so I think to myself, this just isn't credible. So maybe that's why the media focuses on things people care about, like, oh, we can't go inside restaurants even though it's getting cold. We can't send our kids to school. That's what people care about, and that's what gets reporting coverage, not wild conspiracy theories.
Excuse me, Juan. Let me just give Peter some advice. Ask the vice president, hey, Mr. Vice President, you ever met Tony? Let's see if he can answer that question, because that would settle a lot of things. You bring up credibility. Let's bring it up. Who do you believe? Do you believe the naval officer that held a high security clearance, that commanded a nuclear submarine, that has emails and documentation and voice recordings, who went to the FBI under penalty of perjury and said his story? Or do you believe the political family with a history of plagiarism and shady deal-making, who's hidden and ran for the hills since this broke, and 3 of their business partners are in prison? The deal is very simple. They cooked it up in 2015 while Joe was VP. The Chinese communists sent $10 million to the Biden family. $5 million of it was an interest-free loan. The other $5 million went to the holding company, where Jim Biden, the bro, held back 10 for the big guy. So then Tony meets with the VP twice on this, and then when Tony wants to put in good corporate governance, Joe Biden says no. They cut Tony out of the deal, and then they smear him as a Russian agent when he goes to the FBI. But the best part of the story is this. The communist Chinese guy who they were doing the deal with, he was under FBI surveillance because he was a spy. And then when he get popped by the SDNY for bribery, Hunter Biden represents him for $1 million fee. And now he's serving 3 years in jail. So the Biden family was doing business with Chinese communist spies who were under FBI surveillance. Boom. How's that for a boom?
That's a boom.